If you're looking to triple captain Mo Salah ahead of FPL Game Week 24, then you are in the right place. Of course, we have the double game week. We're going to be discussing all things around this double game week for Liverpool and Mo Salah specifically. If he's a good triple captain option or not, would I be personally going for triple captain Mo Salah? We'll be discussing that towards the end of the video. And all things triple captaincy, we've got you covered with potential other double game weeks coming later down the line. Chip strategy, we've got the absolute lot in this video, so do stay tuned for that. If you enjoy it, drop a like down below. If you're not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing? This is the place for daily FPL content. We do videos every single day, so hit subscribe down below. As you can see here is the most triple captain players in FPL history. Will Mo Salah be up there? I think this could be one of the potential record-breaking triple captainers in terms of how many people use triple captaincy on him with this double game. I think it's going to be very, very popular. Haaland being the most popular with 1.33 million triple captaincies last season in double game week 25, and he picked up only 24 points. Very disappointing. The second most popular triple captain was Mo Salah, who was triple captain by about 1 million players. In double game week 26 in the 21-22 season, he came in with a massive 84 points. FPL managers will be hoping for that this season when it comes around to this double game week 24. So I want to start off by talking about Mo Salah's form, because this is something that's been talked about quite a lot. Since the turn of the year, he hasn't quite hit the heights of what he's been previously hitting in 2024. He was on an absolute fire, and I'm not as confident in him getting returns now as what I was about a month ago, put it that way. His numbers are nowhere near as good. If you have a look at his XGI, in the last few matches, just 0.35 against Ipswich. That's actually the lowest he's picked up all season long. 0.61 XGI against Brentford, and then only 0.81 against Brighton. Isn't too bad, but it's still not very good numbers. Only one return in the last 3 game weeks, and then the other return that he got in his game week against United was actually only a penalty. So since the turn of the year, it's not been as good form for Mo Salah. It's a little bit concerning. You know, Liverpool put him 4 past Ipswich, and only Mo Salah getting 1 contribution out of them 4. Isn't the most ideal. And as I say, Liverpool, they've still been decent enough this year, but they haven't quite been as impressive as what they have been at the start of the season. That's definitely for sure. As I say, the numbers are a little bit concerning. When you look at the fixtures that he's got coming up as well in this double game week, it's not exactly the most ideal situation to be in. Like, we're not as confident as what we would be, as I say, a month ago. And when you look at Mo Salah's opponents in the double game week, he's playing them at a bad time, put it that way. Bournemouth 5-0 winning against Nottingham Forest. 4-1 win against Newcastle, 9 goals scored in the last 2 games, and just 1 goal conceded. And Bournemouth right now are really starting to make a Champions League push, and they're not the side that you want to be facing in a double game week, to be honest. They're not the side that you'd be choosing. They're actually one of the sides that you'd probably put right down at the bottom. So when you say Bournemouth is not a good fixture. Now, Everton, since David Moyes has come in, they've absolutely turned a corner. 1-0 win against Brighton, obviously beating Spurs as well. So you're playing both of these sides at a bad time. Everton under a new manager bounce, and of course, it's a derby day. You'd imagine Everton will make that a very difficult game for Liverpool. I really don't see it being them being a walkover for Liverpool, in my personal opinion. And then when you look at Bournemouth as well, it's a difficult fixture. You're going away to Bournemouth. It's both away fixtures as well. And if you're looking at it from that perspective, it's not a good double game week. Obviously, it's great that you've got 2 fixtures. It's better than a normal game week. But in terms of triple captaincy, it does slightly put you off. The numbers for Mo Salah and the teams that he's playing and the form that they're in and the form that Mo Salah's in, it doesn't really stack up too well. But then when you look at this, there is a few other double game weeks, but then you've also got to consider you've got the other chips that you've got as well. You've got your assistant manager chip, which you might even want to be playing in game week 24. You've also then got wildcard free hit, bench boost, and all other double game week potentials. So just looking at how many other double games we've got coming up, it's double game week 24. That double game week 25 there's no double game week 25. That's just for a previous screenshot. But yeah, double game week 24. So there's double game week 24 for Liverpool and Mo Salah. Then there's going to be a blank in 29, but then the 2 teams that blank, it could potentially be Liverpool if they go through in the Carabao Cup. They will then double in game week 33. And then you blank in 36, and then it's double game week again in 36. We don't really know the teams as of yet. We'll know that when the Carabao Cup happens, then we don't know who's going to get to the FA Cup semi-final to then double in 36. Then you've got to think you're going to be playing your assistant managership around the time of game week 33 to game week 36, somewhere around there, because you've got your assistant, if you've still got your assistant managership, you want to be playing it on a double game week. So you're going to be playing it on either game week 33 or game week 36. So that's one of your chances of your triple captain being eliminated right there. And then you also might want your bench boost on a double game week. You might want your bench boost double game week 36. You might wildcard 35 and then bench boost on 36 with a full team. So then you actually haven't got a double game week at all then. So if you've got all your chips available, for me, you have most likely got to be playing one of your chips. If it's not the triple captain, probably your assistant manager. It's completely up to you. But I think if I had all my chips available to me, I would be going for the triple captain this week, just due to the fact that I don't want to use my assistant manager chip yet. I don't think this is the best week for that personally. And I just think a triple captaincy suits this week more than an assistant manager does. And it's as well as that assistant managership is kind of an unknown as well. It's not even come into effect until the Game Week 24 kicks off. So I personally would want to see how these managers are getting on for next few weeks, how people are doing with their assistant managership before I'd go putting it on a manager that I'm not 100% confident in Arne Slot or David Moyes. David Moyes does look good, but as I say, it's an unknown, this chip is. So for me, I'd go for the triple captain that is a bit more known and we know what to expect. And Mo Salah, you can't deny that his stats are unbelievable. When you look at his returns over the course of the season, it's an absolute joke. But as I say, you've got all your chips to use. You've got a free hit to use it. You could probably chance that you use your free hit on a blank game week, but you are probably going to bench boost on a double game week. You might wildcard 35 and set up your team for that double game week 36, and then just absolutely smash it with the bench boost and having all your players with double game weeks on the bench towards the end of the season. So as I say, then you'd also want to play your assistant manager chip on a double game week. So your only real chance in terms of a double game week, if you have all your chips, is Game Week 24 in my personal opinion. I've seen a lot of people talking about Cody Gapo as a differential triple captain. Though we'll just touch on this for a second. I'm not too sure. I think just owning Cody Gapo is enough for me. If you're really trying to make up the rank and if you believe that Cody Gapo can get more points than Salah, then absolutely go for it. But for me, Salah's going to probably get 90 minutes in both the double game week games. Cody Gapo isn't going to get that. He gets subbed off the majority of weeks. He'll still get good minutes. I still think he'll start both the double game week games personally. But as a triple captain, absolutely no chance. But you look at his numbers recently, they are better than Mo Salah. 1.15 XGI against Ipswich, obviously 2 goals and an assist. 0.69 against Brentford, 0.63 against Forest, 0.51 against United, 0.55 against West Ham. So he's got decent data to back up a triple captaincy shout. But as I say, he's not going to get guaranteed the full 90 minutes. So for me, that's enough to put him off. And realistically, if you're going against Mo Salah on your triple captain and you're not captaining Mo Salah at all, if Mo Salah does well, you are absolutely finished for the season. I think you've just got to protect your rank if you're doing all right and just go for Mo Salah as a safe option. And realistically, even if you're just captaining Mo Salah will probably, even if he returns, Mo Salah will probably be giving you a red arrow, even if you've captained him, because there's going to be a hefty amount of people that are going to triple captain him. So that's definitely something to know, that you're probably going to be getting a red arrow when Mo Salah actually does something for you, even if you have him as captain, which is absolutely crazy. Then there is a lot of people concerned that Mo Salah has 2 away games. That's another question that I'm seeing a lot of, but I'm just showing you here Mo Salah's stats away from home in terms of the returns that he's got. He gets most of his big hauls away from home, to be honest. He's had obviously a lot at home as well, but he's done equally as good away from home. If you look, Game Week 12, it is there away to Southampton, 13 points. Game Week 14, 18 points away to Newcastle. Game Week 17, 21 points away to Spurs. Game Week 19, 16 points away to West Ham. So his last 2 over 10-digit or double-digit hauls have both come away from home. So thinking about the away from home, that he's away from home, it's a bad thing. No, he literally picks up just as many points away from him, if not more points away from home than he does at home. So it's certainly not a problem. Obviously, the fixtures, I say, the teams that he's playing against are difficult opposition and they're both in form. But there's no denying that Mo Salah, it doesn't matter where he is and who he's against, Mo Salah in any given game can get returns. Look at his numbers. It's an absolute joke how good his numbers are. And as you say, the returns absolutely back up Mo Salah triple captaincy in my personal opinion. As I say, if you have all your chips available, I would personally be, if it was me, I would be playing my triple captaincy chip. Unfortunately, I don't have it, so I'm not going to be playing any triple captain on Mo Salah because I've already used it. But as I say, if I have my triple captaincy available, I think this is a perfect week to use that triple captaincy on Mo Salah. So let me know in the comments, are you going to be triple captaining Mo Salah? I'd be very interested to get your opinion. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.